Hi there, this is Sifu Slim coming to you live from an elementary school in University Park in Denver. So you can see they've got things set up where the students and faculty can play chess or checkers, have a bite to eat, compose things that are of memorable nature, memorabilia. Students made tiles back in 2011 and 12. How cool is that? They feel part of the place. And that's a great thing. How many people in the United States have gone back to see teachers after they've graduated from their elementary, junior high, or high school, or even college? Some keep in touch with teachers over the years. I keep in contact with a few teachers myself. So we're out here at this elementary school, and I have a message for you that comes from way back in time relating to wellness and using the body in functional, vigorous, and enjoyable ways, maintenance ways. How cool is that? Maintenance is the thing that I preach as much as anything. You maintain your car, you maintain your homes, you maintain your relationships. Why wouldn't you maintain your connection with mind, body, and spirit? Why wouldn't you do that? So I'm going to give you an example of where we go wrong in our use of time and our mentoring and modeling for students. So here you can imagine a teacher or parents leaning up against this fence and watching the students play the ball. I can't remember the name. It's baseball where you hit off of cones. T-ball, there you go, T-ball. So the students could be playing softball, T-ball, baseball, what have you, and you can see the parents here and the teachers here, and they're watching and they're being sedentary. Maybe there's a coach out there working with the students, umpires doing very little movement, but maybe the only person that's an adult who's moving out here is the coach who's playing, pitching balls, teaching the kids how to play baseball. And what I'm going to suggest to you is that we've got nowhere in this area that's designed with the teachers and staff's body maintenance during the day, whether it's 2 minutes, 10 minutes, or a half an hour. You just don't have it. Here we have the play area for students. And these are elementary kids, so they go up to 10 years old approximately. 11, 12, and 13 if you're at a 3-year junior high. And so everything's built for kids' heights. So you can see here I am. The high bar is at my chin height approximately. So I can make this work, but it's not designed for adults. This is designed for kids up to age 10. So at least here in Denver, they left the place open on a Sunday so people can use it. There are many places across the United States and the world where they lock up the schools inside of this very high cyclone fence that you can see. They'd have this locked up and you wouldn't be able to use it. So then what do you do with your students and your kids? You got to go to a park and or a gym or a swimming pool or something like that. But in terms of just getting in a quick maintenance workout or some stretching, this is for the students. You wouldn't see teachers during the day coming up here and doing actual invigorating exercises, leg lifts, push-ups, chin-ups, calf raises, dips. You just don't see it. And why don't you see it? What's the problem with building one of these for the students? And there's some swings over there. Great, enjoying it. A great way to enjoy some time. Swings. But the kids are getting all kinds of movement, especially in my era, in my parents' era. And now we've got the teachers who, in my era, were not obese. Very few teachers in the 60s and the 70s when I was a kid were obese. And they weren't going to chiropractors. So why is that? Why weren't they going to chiropractors? A few things come to mind. We've got inflammatory diets. We've got less active people. We've got lots more sitting on computers, lots less playing with the kids. And we're expected, in the way the mindset works in the modern era, to work all day in the school and then grade, maybe stay after school and go to meetings and grade papers and maybe take some continuing ed. And then after all that's done, we're supposed to go to the gym. Drive to the gym, do an hour and a half workout, shower, drive home. That could be 2-3 hours of time. A quickie would still be an hour and 20. And we're supposed to do that with our own money and our own time at the end of the day after all of this. And then maybe we have kids of our own, so we're supposed to go to their school and support them at their games after our work here if we're a teacher or faculty member. And then, work with them on their homework and all these other things, and then go home and grade papers if we're a teacher at this school. Does that make any sense? Come on. It's too much stuff. And I've done another video where I talked about who the teacher of the year is at these schools. And the teacher of the year is quite often, not always, but quite often, the teacher who gets here the first in the morning, works their tail off all day, connecting with students, connecting with faculty, running some programs, whatever it is, fundraising, selling Christmas trees for the choir, or for the band, or whatever they're raising money for. Just nonstop action for these students and for this school. And then they're the last person who leaves at night, and then they're the person who grades all the papers until 11 o'clock at night, squeezing in a meal, maybe no workout whatsoever. So what we're rewarding is excessiveness. We're not rewarding balance. You should be able to get your day in at work from, let's say, it's 7 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon here at the school. And then you're done with the whole thing, grading papers and everything. Should be all done, in my opinion, between 7 and 3. That's a long time. We got 5 hours plus 3, 8 hours right there. That should be enough for your job, especially if you're making, as a starting elementary school teacher with a master's program, $58,000 a year in 2021, or 62, whatever the number is, hopefully increasing over time until you're retired. But what a rotten deal. A lot of times in America, when you leave the district and you go to another district, let's say your spouse gets transferred, or you want to go back and live near your parents and help them out with their lives, you just want a change of state, county, whatever. You start all over many times at the low pay grade. There's a lot of things in teaching that don't make sense. So I'm saying that in the garden that we share, the learning garden, how nice is this little sign right here? The learning garden, that we should have at least some parallel bars we can do dips and stretches on, and 3 different levels of chin-up levels. One would be about yay high. One would be where like a 5-foot teacher could reach. And another would be where like a 6'3" teacher like me would have to reach. Build 4, so you got a 6'8" teacher. Occasionally you got them. Why wouldn't we have something for them? And then you could do lots of exercises right there, and you're modeling for the students. You're getting your stretch in. Let's say you only have 1 minute where you're walking out here to pick up your class from the PE teacher. You come out, you do 1 minute of stretching or some hanging leg knee-ups, so that you can do a little bit of realigning your body, get a stretch in, get your spine extended, whatever. And if you have time to do some chin-ups and it's your chin-up day, maybe every other day or every 3 days, depending on what works, then you can do those. And you can do some incline push-ups. So you come over here to this table and you do some push-ups where you're a lot less weight on your upper body, because you're doing them in a position where your body is inclined, so you just have a lot less weight on your upper body doing those push-ups. And then you could do your hip exercise, you can do whatever you want. And then, besides you getting a benefit from that, so you don't have to go to the chiropractor as frequently, and you don't have to go to the gym when you're done with school. You can come out on your break time or in between classes or just while the kids are playing, and you can get in a little workout, and you're still monitoring and supervising, but you're also modeling. Now, modeling is a really important thing so that these young students see that from age 4 through age 10 when they leave the school. They said, my teacher was 26, or my teacher was 66 or 76, and the other faculty members, and they participated in taking care of their body, mind, body, and spirit in a wellness and maintenance oriented way. And so that was such a nice message. And so when they become an adult, they think it's completely normal to come out here to a park, to an elementary school, outdoors somewhere. Very important that you're outdoors at least a little bit every day. And they're doing some things that are good for themselves and for humanity. And they're saving money while doing that because this is free. Don't forget that this is free. You teach students about the garden. Here you've got the raised beds over here. You teach them about baseball and stickball. What's the one I just said with the cone? T-ball. So you're teeing it up. You're teaching them proprioception, how the body moves through the air and controls itself. You're teaching them all kinds of things about health, diet, etc. And now you put it in action by showing teachers who are right around their advised weight for not just their height and their weight, but their thickness and their type of their body type. But hopefully you're not going to see a bunch of disabled teachers who walk funny, who are 40 to 150 pounds overweight and have a poor posture. Big problem in the modern era is poor posture. They're hanging out on computers. We're leaning over all the time. We're working on everything's on computer nowadays. So those are some of the things I wanted to share with you today. And it goes out, this message goes out to, in paying homage to Jack LaLanne, the godfather of the modern fitness movement in the United States, who devoted his whole life to helping people and had a really good attitude, used to sing, used to be silly, and cared a lot about people. He passed away in 2011 at 96, and he worked out every day 2 to 4 hours, maintaining his body and challenging his body. And he said that was his discipline. Doing what he did was his discipline. So that's what I suggest we all do. We don't have to do 2 to 4 hours. I do. But we could do half an hour, hour and a half, whatever you've got, maintaining your body and listening to your body and knowing what to do each day is a little bit different. Each day is a little bit different. And you're welcome to check in at Sifu Slim, SIFU Slim.com. And I've got books and videos that tell you what I took from Jack LaLanne and added on things from Bruce Lee, added on modern science, added in hunter-gatherer tribal people and how they move and their postures, and karma and Zen, put it all together in what I call Yoga P, or the maintenance workout. And every day I do something a little bit differently, and I'll share that with you on this. And that's not to make myself into a super athlete. It's to do the best from head to toe so that my body works, has good posture, keeping its bone strength, its muscle strength, its agility. I can still dance at 59 as well as I could dance at 29. And that's when I was a professional mascot and I was dancing a lot, doing cardio funk aerobics, etc. I still can do it because I've maintained and have some natural dancing ability, but I feel the beat and I'm still getting into it. It's a lot of fun. So take a look at my my videos. Look up Sifu Slim Vanilla on YouTube, and you'll see me doing some dancing, and then there's another one, me doing some break dancing down in Redondo Beach a year and a half ago, so as an old dude. So anyway, there you go. Wishing you all the best in mind, body, and spirit. Please like, please subscribe, and let's change this world so that we've got more opportunities for adults and the older siblings of these kids in elementary school right in their own neighborhood to come over and have some exercise bars that are right next to the young people's bars so that they can get in their exercising and stretching and model that behavior for the youngins. That'd be a great thing, wouldn't it? Aloha from University Park in Denver. Aloha.